Fishers, look, the weather's not great as we're doing this at the moment. It's a bit overcast. Hopefully we'll get a bit of rain out of it, but it's supposed to be all right for the weekend. Possibly a bit ordinary on Sunday, but cross our fingers, hope for the best. If we're going to have bad weather, it might be tons of rain. Well, let's get on to the fishing report. It's been good, to be honest with you, very good. Blowering, as you all know, is fishing quite well. It's the pick of the dams at the moment as far as big cod and good numbers of big cod. But like I say, and I'll keep saying it, expect to put in a lot of hours. Trolling deep with the big lunk of soft plastics have been exceptional. Also casting surface lures of a multitude of styles will do the job. There's no secret one lure does it all. I mean, there's about 100 different lures as you can throw out, and one of them's going to work. Well, all of them are going to work if you put it in front of a fish, I can assure you. Just get out there, get stuck into it, put the hours on. I think if you put in a lot of time of an evening, of a night time, you should do well. But if you want to go up there and fish through the day, just troll. Also, look, the redfin are there. They're in reasonable numbers. Some of the cod we're picking up down deep on the troll have got guts full of redfin. They're spewing them up when you bring them into the boat. So obviously that's what they're feeding on. I think if you put the time in, you're going to do all right there. Murrumbidgee River, fishing really well. Very pleased with it at the moment. Lure fishing, a little bit on the tough side, but I reckon if you put the time in, one of the big tricks there is going to be slow retrieves, and a bit of a trick. Put a bit of sack scent on your lure. Just as you slow it right down, gives them a little bit of taste tempt, you know, and I reckon that's going to work a treat. We know it works exceptionally well in estuaries on soft plastics and that. No reason why it won't work in the river here too. Suspending lures are going to be better than what a buoyant lure is going to be, regardless of the depth of the lure. Couple of winds, get it down to that snag, pause it, let it sit in front of the fish. That's going to be the trick. If you're going to use spinner baits, single blade spinner baits, Colorado or Willow will do the job, but slow retrieves, very slow retrieves. I prefer a Colorado for that, and super slow, keep it in front of that fish's nose. Colour's going to depend on the day. As you can see, we've got a bit of activity around us. Now, Burrinjuck, there's been a few fish come out of it, but they're working pretty hard there. Wangler is one of the ones that are fishing quite well. Getting some good reports from Wangler. There's going to be a fishing comp, well, I think it's going to be on, the Grab Iron Classic at the end of the month. Haven't heard anything about it, to be honest with you. Fishing off the bank with bait, certainly going to fire that up. You'll get a few yellows, maybe a few cod, but at the moment, they're casting and trolling a few nice cod out of it. It's certainly worth the effort. Wangler's a bit of a hot spot. Talbingo, haven't had a lot of great reports from it, but it's not too bad. Hume Weir's pretty flat, not a great deal of activity at all. It will fire up soon. You can be in Jindabyne Tantangra, getting some good fish, fishing off the bank, trout that is, fishing off the bank with bait. I mentioned that the last few weeks and it's still the same. Some very good quality fish coming out of Jindabyne. You can be low, but fishing off the bank is very good. Just be aware when you're driving around. You're going to get bogged if you're not careful, so just take that easy. Trolling, bigger lures, 100mm lures will cover the options. Don't have to be deep lures this time of year. Tantangra, pretty well always fishes all right, has done for the last couple of seasons anyway, but you'll only get in the wall entrance. It's just a matter of putting in a bit of time there. Don't forget, all the Victorian streams open up the first weekend of September, so you only got a few weeks for that to go. And there is a few crays coming out of the Bidgie as well. Make sure that if you're going to go and chase some crays, it's got to be in this month, because August is the end of it. Then that's the closure. So as you can see, we've got a fair bit of activity around us. This is the Compleat Angler's Fishing Report for this week. We'll catch you next week.